What's the thing called? Stream Deck.
Yeah,
Steam Deck? Steam Deck. There we go. All right. Thanks. I appreciate it. I wanted you to make sure your mic was still working. Thunderbolts have been out, and we're going to talk about the opening numbers there, maybe what the asterisk means. We've got GTA6 and that trailer, and there's another trailer that with some Star Wars in it. We're going to talk about that, all that, and a little more right after this.
According to Wikipedia, a nerd is a person seen as overly intellectual, obsessive, introverted, or lacking social skills. Many so-called nerds are described as being shy, quirky, pedantic, and unattractive. We're here to prove Wikipedia right.
Oh, look who they let in.
This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. If it's fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, movies, interviews, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, and here's your host, Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike.
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life, episode number 473. Yeah, that's right. Switch 2 versus Steam Deck. That's what I said.
Yeah.
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 In case they were wondering.
Like
yeah.
Yep.
All right. Magic Mike is not here. Don't worry, folks. He's okay. He is in the hospital, but he's okay. Remember that.
He's okay.
Nothing to do with Magic Mike. All right. So it's Game God. It's Game God and I here.
1, 2, 3,
4. Here we are. We're going to do a little bit of our best impression, or Macho Man Randy Savage impression. You just got it.
The night?
No.
The night?
No, that was it. That was all. That's all.
Well, I can't promise you it won't be throughout the night. I'm just saying, oh, yeah.
Well, I've got a sore throat, Game God.
Oh, so you won't be doing it.
No, yeah, it's really bad. I don't know why, but I should be all right.
I think with a sore throat though, it's the best time to do it. Like it's just right
there. Yeah,
but
then I have to cough, and then I'm like,
that doesn't make for good podcast.
It doesn't make for good podcasting at all. That's why I have you to fill in where I leave off.
I'll try.
You do it well. You pick up my slack when I can't get to the microphone and when I'm doing something, or when I have a cough, or when I have to, whatever. You're there for me. You're like a good wingman. I love
that. Hey, I'm State Farm.
What's the? I was about to do farmers.
We are farmers.
Yeah, I was going to do that one for State Farm, but I forgot. What's this? Like a good neighbor. That's what that one is. Okay.
That's the one. Yep.
Not sponsored by the podcast, by the way.
Hey, I got some show and tell. I'm pretty excited. I was holding this out to show you
what you got. Show me what you got.
So we covered a topic probably a few days, a week before May the 4th, right? Because that was this past weekend, and Star Wars weekend.
Star Wars Day.
Yep. So it's become Star Wars week now. It seems I've seen memes that make it like all week. But there was some things I covered.
Whatever happened to Cinco de Mayo? Whatever happened to that? That's gone.
It's called Revenge of the 5th.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
So I had covered some things that were coming out on that day, particularly around Lego.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't you pick one up, did you, Game?
Yes, I picked one up. Oh, maniacs.
Something.
So I picked this up. Listen, the one that you wanted the most.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Nice.
Pick that one up.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm excited to put it together. I don't want to put it together until I showed you.
Yeah, Star Wars. You get the Star Wars.
It's the Star Wars Lego for those listening. It's the actual logo.
The logo.
700
itself.
Pieces.
Right.
Yep.
That's nice.
I'm pretty stoked to get that one done.
Yeah, I want that. Go ahead and send that over to me.
It's in the mail.
Never
gets old.
It's very spunky. Let's keep on. We'll keep rolling. That's very cool. I have some show and tell. Maybe I'll save it for next week. I have it somewhere. I don't know where it's at.
Oh, I believe you. You probably have stuff from two or three podcasts ago.
I know.
Like, I meant to show these guys this.
I don't know where I put it. I can't remember.
I like how you're looking around for those listening. He's looking around. He's like, which pile did I show them? No, I showed them that pile. No, definitely don't want to show them that pile yet. We're gonna save that one for 2 weeks.
You never know. I have some stuff. I'll think about it. I'll think about what it is.
You're the guy that pulls up on the curb and says, "What do you need?" Opens the trunk. I got it right here.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Pull up my jacket. Open it up.
I don't think nobody knows. That's an old one right there.
That's old, right?
That's old right there. Which watch you want? Which one you want? I got them all. Seiko, Swatch.
Something. Right there in the right in the jacket.
People always refer that to New York City. By the way, New York City people only. That was the only place that ever done it. Was in New York City. They open the jacket. And watches.
Yeah. So I've got. Yeah, it's true. It's still true. By the way. Yeah, I got some stuff. I'll hold it till next week. I can't remember what it is, but it's something cool. I can tell you that.
I know.
Hey, I do have some interesting news though with technology. When we're talking about technology, Insta360, they're not a sponsor of the podcast, but I do use their stuff. Okay. And they came out with a new. It's not an action camera, but it's a 360 camera. And they're like, well, look, you might do away with your action camera after you use this 360. I don't have and it's called the X5. That's the newest one. Okay. And I have the X3. I have the X4. I don't have the X5.
Yes, he does have all those cameras.
But I am tempted. I think I might pick it up.
So what's the selling point on it? Why do you want it?
It's 360. It records 8K, and
8K. Wow.
Yeah. And instead of normally how 360s works, it stitches it all together through software, and then you would export it, and then but prior to exporting it, you would move it around to determine which view you wanted it to show when you export it. So you watch it and you move it to where you want to show whatever angle it is, because it's 360. And then once you do that, as you watch it, you go back, after you watch it, you export it, and then it saves what you switched or what you changed on the view, the way you viewed it. Okay. Well, the new one, you can export it and people can change the view.
Oh, so you don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I actually pulled it up while you're looking at it. I'm like, wow, this is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. And it has, of course, like everything now has an AI feature. It has an AI feature that will pick the views for you, which I also love.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah. Hey, it's on the way. The way you're speaking of it, you know way too much.
Yeah.
For you not to say it's on the way.
Like I said,
how much is it?
I think roughly? It's $550, something like that, $570, something like that.
Well, that's big money.
Well,
Hey,
what do I do?
You got it. I get it.
What do I do with the X3 and the X4? Do I just get rid of them?
Do they have good resale value? I don't know.
But here's the thing. Like everything, I never get rid of any old computers. I keep it, and I have you have an
Amiga 2E. You have an Amiga 2E.
I literally have this drawer right here that I pull out, and I can pull out anything you want. What do you want?
So let's make a deal. Show me a iPhone 3E.
Well, I can pull it out. I'm pretty sure.
I bet you can.
Right here. Yeah. I don't know which side it's on. The problem.
Show me an iPod. Yeah, that's right. iPod 2.
I have it. I'm telling you, it's here. Everything is here.
I like how you just looking through. You're scouring through drawers there.
Yeah, you can probably hear part of it too.
Yeah. Oh, that sounded like Apple product right there. That definitely sounded like Apple product. For those who are either new or don't believe it, it is actually very 150% factual.
Yes,
Moose does have all of these items.
Absolutely.
If you so happen to find where he's at on Google Maps, you will see his house is just a big collection.
You'll make out. You'll make out good.
Yeah. And would you ever hold a yard sale for this stuff?
Nah, no, not a chance. I don't know why. I just wouldn't. I have a hard time partying with stuff.
Hey,
I bet you
put something up for sale, right? You'll put the price, whatever it is.
You know what? Take it down.
Yeah. Like someone will bid it and give you the price you want.
Yeah.
Like a 500. Yeah, I'll give you 500. Nah, you said that too fast. That's not for sale anymore.
Yeah,
take that down. That's there's a reason why he wanted it for $500. Like that's
me. Yeah, I'm like no.
I'm missing something. Something's not right.
Okay, wait a minute. Can you hold a conversation just real
Yeah,
fast?
I got.
Right, you
So
hold the converation. Let me see if I can.
this is a true test right here. This is a test. Yeah, am I truly a producer or am I just a figurehead? Magic Mike, help me! Magic Mike, call in.
I have to. Yeah, I got to go back to. Let me. I got to go back here. I'm going to go off camera just for a minute.
Are you giving me the main screen? That's nervous.
Yeah,
now you're nerve wracking.
I'm gonna be back in just a second. So
Hey, keep me in your ear. Keep me in your
I can't, but hold on. Just
Okay.
I got
Okay.
be right back. You keep talking, man.
I will.
It's an audio
No,
podcast. Remember that.
no pressure. No pressure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So for those
I'm sorry,
listen.
I hit the wrong thing.
Okay. Hit a button there. Do something. There you go. For those who don't know, Moose, he will come back with something epic. Something. If he is stopping in the middle of a recording, live recording, to say, "Hey, hold on, I got to get something," it is worth it. So those who are here watching live, and for those who are listening, sit tight. In the words of a famous person that I know, sit tight, because I'm going to make sure that you guys get the experience that you're looking for. In the meantime, I will tell you, we have a pretty action-packed episode today. As you heard in the title, Thunderbolts. We are going to reveal, if you do not know what the asterisk means in the Thunderbolts title, we're going to talk about how much they made. Do you think they made money? Well, we'll see. There's some word on the street out there. Spoiler free. We're not going to talk about anything spoiler wise. And I will tell you that I'm curious to see how Minecraft finally landed. Right? I think it's been out about
All right, game guy.
4, 5
I'm
weeks.
coming back just so you know.
Hello? Who's
Yes.
there? You there?
Excellent.
Yeah. So now, Moose, I promised everyone that if you stopped in the middle of a recording to go get something, that it's going to be good.
It's
So
got to be
please
good, right?
don't let me down, man. I hyped it up really well. I was like, hey,
all right.
This guy doesn't do this kind of stuff. So
listen,
the floor is yours.
So you may or may not know that I probably have, I don't know, 10,000 comics, maybe something like that. And I used to collect comics. I used to love them.
Jim Lee, Spider-Man #1.
no, but I don't have the time to collect like I used to when I was growing up, or when in my early years. But
when you didn't realize it was going to be worth money.
Yeah, right, exactly. And all of them are read through.
Yep.
I didn't buy to collect them. I bought them to read them. Now
you rolled them up like this, took it in your pocket.
Now this is I did collect some things as later on, because there were some that I just thought were very cool. And you may or may not know, I have an original artwork from one of the X-Men comics that was a very popular one. I'm going to show you a picture, or I'll hold up this comic here that has
OMG.
Right. So this is the comic, and I have the original artwork inside on the backer board, or the board that they actually do all the storyboarding on, and that then gets sent over to get pressed and whatever they do, however comic books work. But this isn't. I do have the comic.
Is that the original?
I do have the original artwork. It's framed and hung up. Just outside this door. There's another door right outside the podcast door here. It's right there. Room. Yeah, exactly. But I ran across this weekend. Now, this is not the comic, actually. I do have the comic that's sitting right beside the artwork.
So for those who don't know, it's Uncanny X-Men. It's the iconic Wolverine
on the
pinned
X.
up on the X.
Yeah, that's that comic. That's right. But this isn't a comic at all, but it looks like a comic.
It does look like a comic.
This is actually a 3D printed from a 3D piece here.
Wow.
Hold up. You can start to see the
you see the texture on it.
There. Yep. Yeah, the texture. And it's 3D printed. Can you believe that? Look at the details.
Did you print that?
I did not, but I want to.
Wow, that is incredible. It looked like, by the way, when you hold it, it did look like the comic.
It looks just like the comic.
Right. But when you put it up close, you do actually see the texture of it. Yeah.
See all the layers? See the layers of the 3D printing? And then
that's really nice.
Look at that.
Episode 251.
Yeah. You can read that. You can still read
it looked like a comic. That's how detailed it is.
Twice a month. It's so detailed, and it comes with this little 3D stand. But I just thought it was very cool.
I can't believe you ran into something like that and
even
pick
has a
one up for
barcode,
me.
yeah. So I picked this up, just like you pick up the Lego for me. I picked this up for you too, so don't worry. So anyway, very cool. I give a
It's
shout out
actually
to the
really
guy
nice.
who made it, who picked it up from. But I'll we'll worry about that at another time. How about that? So
So is there more to come?
there could be. There could be. We'll see.
You know what? You might have to find them the spawn that we were in.
That's you know what? So funny you said that because I told him, I said, listen, he was a fan of Spawn. And he
Okay.
had all these Spawn. He was saying, "Yeah, I have all these Spawn, back in the day." They're and I was like, "Well, I have a little something for you." I said, "A little trivia." I said, "The podcast, two members of the podcast, myself and Game God, were actually in an issue of Spawn." Now, I'm sure he's going, "Yeah, right."
I tell the same
but
thing
we
people
really
tell me when
are.
I was there. Yep.
We really are.
I didn't make it far. I just want you to know.
Neither one of us made it far.
I think you got an extra panel than me. I think I might have gotten
I had a
3.
dog.
Yeah. Well, you did have a dog.
I have a
And
dog.
that why you got an extra panel. the dog helped you
Hey,
survive one
dog-
extra
The
panel.
dog did his job. You got to remember that.
Yeah. So I remember that, man. But listen, that's really. I told you folks that it would be something
Yeah,
iconic.
it's very cool.
You did not
I
fail.
had no idea that you could 3D print a whole comic cover. Like this is an
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, and not like a silhouette or anything, like detailed. Like
No,
you
details.
really can see the
By the
word,
way,
even the fine print.
I have a 3D printer.
Yeah,
I
can
have
you do that?
It's probably old now. It's probably like, oh, you got one of those. That's when they first came out. You should have something better. But
You should have the X7.
yeah, like exactly. But anyway, it's very cool. Maybe I'll put a picture up on for the social media post. All right, let's get into what we need to talk about. Game God. I know that
20 minutes in, we didn't cover any of it.
talked about nothing, so we won't keep everybody too long. I promise you. Hey, let's talk about opening numbers for Thunderbolts. Can we do that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I told the folks while you were away, no spoilers, right? We're just
Okay.
gonna talk about some numbers and the asterisk, and I'll get to the asterisk in a second here. So opening weekend was this past weekend, right? I know you wasn't big on it. You're like, nah, I'm not gonna go see this, probably
Right.
blah blah. You shot it down before it came out the gates. So what do you think it made opening weekend?
Well, I think my original guess was I was guessing 70 or 80. I think as an original.
Okay. Well, that was not a bad guess because it's domestically it did 76 million.
Oh, look at there.
So square in the middle,
Right.
in the middle.
Good.
So and globally it did 162, so it picked up another 86
Okay.
international.
So it landed
Not a bad start.
Yeah, that's
Not a bad start. So, but
Considering
I
it could
will
do worse.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do want to give some comparisons while we talk about it really quickly here. It was lower in sales or opening weekend than the last Captain America, right?
Okay.
So it's funny because we thought that Captain American film was not that great, and a lot of people said, man, it's not that great, So but this movie Thunderbolts has scored an A- on Cinema Score. And it is a lot of people talking about it, saying that it is the best MCU movie since Endgame. Now,
that's not hard
think
to
about
do.
that for a second. That's what I was gonna say. Think about that for a second. Think about what's come out. Eternals came out, right? Shang-Chi came out, Ant-Man, couple of Guardians. So some stuff has come out where you're like, oh, I'm okay, But I will tell you that there's a lot of buzz. There is a end credit scene that I am trying to avoid like the plague because it is something that connects a lot of dots, and it's not just a cameo. It is actually what I heard like a 10-minute clip and end credit scene, right? So there's actually some meat on this bone, right?
All right.
And I think they needed to do this because the last couple ones was kind of like, I don't even know why I'm hanging around anymore.
Right.
It's like I just want to see how ridiculous can it get. But so a good start for the weekend. I will tell you that the asterisk on Monday got revealed what it meant.
Okay.
And what it is, it's a subtitle. It's Thunderbolts, the New Avengers. So what do you think about that?
I think that's silly, and I don't think it has any place. But keep on going.
Yeah. So when you look at it, it's looked like someone tears it off. Like they changed all their marketing. Now the movie title did not change. It is still called the Thunderbolts. It's just an added to it, a little play on words there. I'm glad they did not put that in as a title because it would mislead people to think that is something like with the Avengers. But I
And
guess
think
after you,
sales would have been lower, I think.
yeah, well, you're probably right. Or people would have went in there and said, or they would have went in there thinking it was an Avengers movie,
Right.
and it would have bombed. So,
Right.
but I think I'm gonna go see it, Moose. I really am. I think I'm gonna cave. I think I'm gonna go see. I know you guys were saying to go see it opening weekend. I did try to see it opening weekend. I just could not make it work. Just time was against me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get it to happen.
Real
But
life.
I will go see it. Yep. So interesting there. But so I heard you ask me in the background.
Yeah.
How does that compare to Minecraft?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, so I'm glad we're on the same page. So Minecraft has been out just about 5 weeks, I believe. It's about a month,
Okay.
right? And you remember how it opened? It was some crazy number. I can't even remember the opening weekend, but it was pretty big.
Yeah.
You would not believe the number it has reached to right now. You would not even fathom.
So you can tell me that, but I'd also like to hear where it ranked versus Thunderbolts. Who was number one at the box office this weekend? Do you know?
No, I do not know.
Okay.
I do not know, right? But I will tell you that it is still it's giving a lot of movies a run for its money, right?
Okay.
And while you get those details, because I see
that's kind
that
of silly, isn't it? Though I mean,
yep, it is still giving movies a run for the money, but it is now 5 weeks later, almost 900 million worldwide.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But that's Minecraft. How big Minecraft has become over time, though. I mean, when was the first Minecraft released?
We're talking years back.
Yeah.
I want to say
2003, 2006, something like that.
Man, I'll tell you right now. First release 2009.
2009. So, and it still has legs. It still
2009, and that was a public release. It was even before that.
Yeah.
Right. So that's it goes to show you. I know you are big on retro, and you're big on like that old school 8-bit looking kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And if you don't know nothing about Minecraft, shame on you. But that's what Minecraft is. It's like old school looking 8-bit squarish kind of things.
Right.
I would never, if you would have asked me back then, would this game grow to be the game that it is now? I said no.
I would have never guessed that. But the deal is now though is that retro is so big that it still has legs on its own, and then you add in the retro part, and it's gained new legs, which is incredible because that means that new people are just now finding Minecraft, and that is something that's how you make legacies, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. You think they should make a second part?
I haven't seen it, so I'm going to say yes. But at the same time, I mean, if it did that well, why not? That's what I say.
So opening, I got the numbers if you wanted to know.
This past
fifth weekend for last weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
So it obviously didn't beat. It was Thunderbolts.
That's what I wanted to see how close it was.
It wasn't
just top three.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
that's saying something for 5 weeks out. It's in the top three still domestically.
Yeah, it is still making millions of dollars.
Let me ask you this: why is I thought and this isn't the Accountant 2?
Yes.
How long has it been out? How long
it just came out?
Mm.
Oh, was that number 2?
No, it was number 4. It wasn't that good.
Who's in that? Is that Affleck?
Yeah, it didn't. I'm looking at here. Number 4 did 9 million.
Yeah, April 25th came out.
Yeah, so 2 weeks.
Oh,
it did 9 million the second weekend.
Hey,
it's not that good.
Hey, Minecraft did 13 million.
I know, 13 million in its 5th week.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Wow.
And by the way, if you don't know, John Berthenol is in that movie as well. I'm like, did I say his name right?
Berthenol. It's just Bernthal.
Same thing. Hey, don't talk about Walking Dead. That's all.
I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
My name's Frank Castle.
What do you want, Red?
Come on, Red. Say it. Sounds like Macho Man for a second there. Say it.
See, I'm already I'm already choking here. I'm already coughing.
Oh man, but
All right,
yeah,
well,
I just can't believe that Minecraft is 900 million in, and yeah, I mean it is slowing down compared to when it started, but still 900 million, and that is the biggest box office for Jason Momoa,
yeah, yeah. I
and
don't know
he
what
was
it's gonna do.
Aquaman.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about this? Speaking of continuing on here and comebacks and things like that. GTA Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer was was released. Now, you saw this trailer. We watched it together. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on this trailer. I'm not a GTA guy. I don't play GTA.
Yeah,
So for me, I mean, when I think about the game itself, I'm like, I I won't play it. You could give it to me, and I'd go, I will never play it. But watching this trailer, the first half of this trailer looked like a movie. It looked real. Like it didn't look like a video game at all. I was actually really surprised. The second half did. The second half, I was
yes.
like, oh, that looks just like any other game. But the first half of the movie, the lighting was so good, the scenery was so good, just the way that the people were moving. Um, and I say the lighting, the lights off of I don't it was a
The
tree
reflection.
or
Yep.
yeah, or their skin or the car or whatever. It looked that good. It was impressive. And I'm kind of disappointed that it didn't continue on throughout the entire piece. Do you think that's going to be gameplay, or do you think that's just for the?
So it's funny you said that. So I think what we saw the first half was like the cutscenes. And so and listen, for a cutscene, man, it was spectacular. It
Yeah,
looked really good. And I I know this is kind of awkward and just random, but the voice acting in games have gotten so good.
yeah,
Like
it's
it's
gotten
like
really good. Yeah,
it's like if you close your eyes and listen to it, it sounds like there's a movie going on,
yeah.
right? So but yeah, the first
Yeah, I think they're using really, talented people nowadays. I don't
yep.
think. I think it's a solid. I mean, you look at, take Apex. I play Apex.
You still playing it?
Yeah, I still play it. Yeah, and don't
No
judge.
judgment. No judgment.
Yeah,
Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
yeah.
to
You don't
offend
even play anymore.
No.
You should. Your consoles are actually just pack up your consoles and send them to me, please.
No. Let's not
Um,
get crazy.
this is Apex Legends. I mean, they have back in the day they were. I don't want to say back in the day. That's wrong. They the people they have doing the acting for the voice acting is solid. I mean, it sounds so good. I mean, it sounds as good as anything that you hear in any movie.
Hey,
So
I want you to know it is back in the days, 2019.
is that's oh you mean that's
That's
when
when it came
Apex
out.
came out? It's
Yeah,
been out
it
that
is back
long
in the
already?
yes,
Gosh,
2019. You've been
man.
playing that game for 6 years, man.
I think it's done. No,
I
when
think
I
it's
say
done.
done, meaning I don't know how much life it has left in it. You
Um,
know,
I mean, they
but
got
you
to
know
do
what?
something like
You know what though?
Fortnite.
But here we are talking about Minecraft. Apex Legends could continue on. I mean, there's no question that it still could. But GTA 6, like I said, I'm not interested in playing the game, but the trailer does look pretty incredible. The first half looks real, and I think they're just cutscenes, like you said. I think it's just a video piece. I don't think that's going to be the gameplay. But if it is the gameplay, if any part of that is part of the gameplay, that'll be impressive.
Yeah, I think when you look at it, I'm not a GTA guy either. I mean, even when I tried to like GTA right now, I believe is in the Xbox Game Pass. I think you can get it for free on Game Pass now.
Which,
Um,
like the old one, I mean
the
the last
GTA
one,
5,
five,
the
yeah,
last one they made, right?
yeah, yeah.
By the way, sold over 210 million copies
Uh-huh.
since
It's a big game.
2013.
People like playing it. I don't get the interest in it personally.
Yeah, yeah. So, and just so you know, GTA 5 when it released made $1 billion in the first 3 days.
Mm, wow.
So that's the kind of that people are
No,
salivating for this
no
game.
wonder they hit 6. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So and they took their time with it. They know they squeezed every nickel and dime out of 5, and they said, man, we're only getting a 1 million a month on this game. I think we got to release 6. But yeah. To your point, Moose. I thought the first half, yes, amazing. The second half, did it definitely look like in game, like it looked like gameplay, right?
Yeah,
It
looked
looked
like
like it was
gameplay.
gameplay.
Exactly.
Like it looks like you would actually play. Which, by the way, it's not that it looks bad, right? I think it looked fine, but you can obviously see when you lead with the opening that it led with, and then you go to like, did we just? It's like going from 4K to like
Yeah.
1080p.
Yeah, I went from GTA 6 to GTA 3.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. So yeah, definitely.
that's-
You know, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but
Wow,
geez.
might as well been. I mean,
But
hey, listen, I remember GTA still had the overhead shot.
oh, that's one. You know, you went back in the days, and nobody knew what that game was.
Nobody knew. Nobody knew.
I think it started on a PC. It was a PC game at first, right?
To me, that still, I actually enjoyed that part of the game more than anything because it was about the cars.
Hey, when you mentioned that, by the way, I heard the Spy Hunter song in my head. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah. So, but I would tell you, the entire gaming universe is waiting for this game. May 26, 2026. They are waiting, and I promise you, if GTA 5 sold 1 billion in the first 3 days, this game possibly can sell it before that. It will. It's going to come on. I believe it's coming on every platform
even
when it
with all
releases.
the streaming, I mean, do you think it could still sell that much?
Yeah, because all it's going to do is translate into digital copies. I mean,
Well, I guess, okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, so it'll digital copy. But here's the difference, Moose. Still inflation is involved, but they're gonna have some $150, $200 collector's edition, you know, get gold skins for your firearms and all kind of stuff, like, and people will buy it. People will buy it. Yep.
Right.
People
They don't
will
even
spend
own
it.
it, but they'll buy it.
No, they'll buy a digital copy. Yes, I got it. I can't trade it in. I don't own nothing.
Let me ask you, speaking of digital copies, if you had the opportunity to buy an Xbox Series X, so would you get the X or the Series S? I don't know if that's
the white version.
The white version, which is the digital version. Would you get a drive or would you go digital?
No, knowing what I know now, I'd go digital.
Digital.
Like I haven't used
a drive right?
at all. I don't know if it even works, to be quite honest with you. I've never put anything in.
You know what? Send me your Xbox. I'll let you know.
You let me. Okay, good. You test it out free in hand.
The thing is still.
You got shipping? Would you give me
the digital? You don't even know if the digital works, honestly, because you get to use it.
Hey, that's two. That's two. No. It's been recent. I tried.
Because here's the deal: when I spark up Xbox Live, and I see my friends list, which I have like 6 friends on there, and you're one, and I see you on there, and I see you, and I'm like, last logged in 2021. I mean, it's like it's crazy. So
that's got to be an error. You got double check that. Check that. Yeah, I think
maybe
there's something wrong.
Seem.
Oh yeah. That it is, but it should still say that I've logged in, right? It shouldn't.
I don't know. Listen, I didn't write that program.
Yeah, you did. So, but you know, it's another game that is going to cause some commotion and get people back into it. You remember a game back in the days called Destiny?
Yes.
Bungie game.
Destiny 2. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember. I thought it was big.
Yeah. Destiny, when it first came out, amazing game. Destiny 2, amazing game. Matter
of fact, I remember you playing that game. I remember you're like, I put in a little work on Destiny.
Yeah. I used to put a lot of work on Destiny. Yeah. But then it started to become a money grab. Like I felt like it became a money grab. Everything was transactions. Yeah, it was locked behind everything. You want this, you want that, and they went Expansion City on it. But they did release a trailer for a new expansion, and I think I might be back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know you saw it. It is called Destiny 2 Renegades. If you haven't seen it, first of all, I want to know, Star Wars, right? Let's get right to it. When you saw this trailer, Moose, and it's just a teaser, it's like 30 seconds. It's a teaser, doesn't really show nothing. Yeah.
For sure.
I think it's more sound effects more than anything else that really does it for me.
You can hear that. Woo.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yes. Right? You do such a great sound effect. Thank you.
Hey, I try. That's my day job.
Yeah.
So, and then they show a glimpse of one of the pistols. What's that pistol? The Han Solo pistol?
Yeah, though I don't know. I know what it's called. Like the 44. I don't know what it's called. I
forget. But it's the pistol from Han Solo.
Like FL-44. I don't know.
Yeah.
forget
Well,
what
you're
it's called.
probably right. You probably, I'd bet
I'm
money.
probably
That,
close. I'm probably
yeah,
close.
I'd bet money that you either got it on the money or it was close. They show that, and then all of a sudden, you get the 3 types of Destiny characters,
That's
and
right.
you hear like you hear.
Yes, you see the lightsaber come through. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the lightsaber came. And by the way, it was green. You saw that? I thought that was pretty
Yes. I
interesting.
thought that was interesting too because I was like, oh, okay, good guy.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. It's a DL44. I was
See
really
what I tell you?
really
Close. It was close. You got I wouldn't even got. I would have been like X7 7240. You know, like yeah. No, that's the rifle. That's the rifle.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. So everything on there. If you notice at the end of the trailer, it is licensed by LucasArts and George Lucas and all those things. So it is going to be Star Wars because they have it
That's
on there.
great. I think that's interesting crossover between Destiny and Star Wars. I'm excited to see how they do that, and if it's going to be like, is it going to be, well, how is it open world?
Yeah. So I would think that we would never cross any of the main characters.
Yeah, of course, and I don't expect that.
Yeah, and I'm not. And to be honest with you, I don't want it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have a Destiny character fighting Darth Vader. Like
Exactly.
I really don't.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that to show how expansive the Star Wars universe is, that we can still have something going on during the Star Wars time frame and doesn't affect the timeline. Like it doesn't affect anything. Like so, you have lightsabers and stuff. Now I am interested. How does a lightsaber work if you're not a Jedi and you're not a Sith? And these characters are not Jedi and Sith. So I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Or
a good
maybe it's not
question.
even a
Think about it.
lightsaber. Maybe it's like a lightsaber ripoff. Like they got pretty close with Like didn't they have, what do they call those things that they train with stormtroopers that they weren't lightsabers but they can hold up?
They had. I forgot what those are called, but yeah, those
Yeah,
are
so
pretty cool.
yeah, so maybe something like that. But nevertheless, I think I might, at least for the release of this, I might try it. Right, I got to see some gameplay. I got to see how. Because if it's just weapons and sound effects, like I'm not in. Listen, you're not getting me with that. Now, if this, you go to like Dagobah, if you go to you go to the cantina, if you go to some locations. Now, wait a minute. We might take a visit, right? And if you might run into doop dop, it's like I might be in, but because I know you were in on the Battlefront.
Yeah, Battlefront's an amazing game. Those you haven't played it, you got to play it. It's an incredible game. I'm really looking forward to something like Apex, but Star Wars. I mean, I want something bigger and better and badder.
I think they're scared to do something like that because if it fails,
I don't think it'll fail. You give me somebody who could run, slide, pull out a lightsaber, and yap somebody. I mean, that's incredible. Like, I think that's great.
Is that the right thumbstick? Yap. You click it in. Like,
right. Pull it out.
But I mean, and I know we've covered this before, but yeah, think about it. You can start with 8 characters core. You got Han Solo, you got Luke, you got Chewie.
You don't need to do that for me. You don't need to give me the core characters.
Okay.
You can make those unlockable. If you want to pay for those, give me the pay. But give me characters that can use a lightsaber, that can use a blaster in the Star Wars universe. I'll make my own story. I'm good with that.
Okay. You good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so and I think there's enough force powers out there to give some variety. Like if you think about like an Apex, they only have three special abilities.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got a passive, you got a special, and an ultimate,
and a super special. Yeah, right. Like so can you imagine force pull? Right,
yeah. Right.
Like that's your active force pull. Right. Your super special is like a barrier that kind of shoots everybody off of you. Like,
listen, I'm good with it. Listen, listen to that. If you had bad guy Boba Fett in there,
Oh yeah.
Like that's easy.
His special, he can go up in his rocket launcher,
right?
Jetpack and launcher. That's
like
his special. Yep. Yeah. So and if you think about it,
like jump, I'm good with that. But
if you think about it,
Apex to come out, or you'd have the rocket here. Maybe that's just your special, and then your super is a rocket that comes out like that.
Yeah, one shot kill.
Awesome. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you think about it, they've done it with Marvel Rivals. Right.
Yeah.
If you look at Marvel Rivals, like they have been true to character. So yeah, you're right. They should do it'd be such a money maker.
it would. I think it'd do
I
really
can see
well.
you spending $20 for a character.
Listen to me. I would. That's the problem. Don't do it. Come on with it.
Hey, limited edition Darth Vader.
Ah. You have to open 24 packs of this.
You do it. Yeah.
It costs
I'm
you.
about 22. Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. I gotta get this. It's only gonna cost me $9.99 for the next 2 packs. I'm in.
Yeah. Listen. I'm building it up. Hey. The what do they call them? The season pass.
Yeah.
Hey, you all in?
Yeah. I'm all in.
Yeah.
You'd have a buyer.
Hey, listen. Apex had you for 6 years.
Listen, they might have me for another year. They finally released the ultimate like legendary skin for Mirage.
Oh, only 6 years later.
Yeah, only 6 years later. I'm like,
because Mirage was a core character, wasn't
he's
he?
a core. Well, if he no, I believe he was core.
Yeah, I think he was. It's funny they released a lot of expansion characters, and everyone still plays the core characters as the like.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Pathfinder Mirage guy. That's me.
Yeah.
But
so they finally released a legendary skin for him.
Yeah, like a legendary, like his ultimate skin where it transforms. And
was it worth the wait?
The ultimate form? No, not really, but it's cool. It's kind of cool because I go, well, what are you gonna do? I have no other choice. But
look at me. Don't look at him. Don't look at me.
His final form is like he's like a cherubim angel.
Really?
Yeah. He has wings and everything, but his ultimate he goes over to you, and it's like the touch of God, the hand of David of God and David or Adam or whatever it was for creation. So he goes over there and goes ding, and the guy goes and he just disappears. It's kind of fun.
Well, that's the way it fits his character. It really does.
His character. Yeah, that's it.
It really does. Oh man, bringing back memories there. By the way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and look at some clips.
So Switch 2 versus Steam Deck. All right. We've got.
So you have a Switch.
We got 4 minutes on this Switch 2 versus Steam Deck. I don't have the Switch 2, but I do have.
But you have the Switch 1. Yeah, you have a Steam Deck, right? Okay. So we can kind of go. Okay. So I'm gonna run through some of the things together, right?
Okay.
So we've seen that's the screen. So a Switch 2 screen, and a Steam Deck. So a Switch 2 screen is 7.9 inches. The deck is 7.4, half-inch difference, right? Not a big deal.
Well, some might say, but okay.
The difference is the Switch 2 is an LCD, while the deck is an OLED.
The newer ones, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, the newer ones are the OLED.
So
right?
I think they went with LCD because cost. That's what
I think you're right. Right. So 1080p off the device itself.
It does have 1080p from the device, but if you hook it up to the TV at the dock, it's 4K. 4K, yeah.
Right.
For
so
Switch 2, yeah.
But the Steam Deck can do 4K.
Yeah.
But it also can double. It does 120 frames.
Well, also eats the battery.
Yeah. Well, we haven't got there. Jeez.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Right. So I'll skip the chipset and all that stuff in the storage. Okay, we'll get right to the battery life because that's what you went to. The Switch 2 says it's gonna last, and I hate this because it's just a large range, 2 to 6.5 hours, depending on the games you play. Right. That's a big range, right?
That's a huge range. Yeah.
Hey, I usually eat food between morning and night. Like it's like that's what that's the equivalent to.
Table, it's going to be between 2 and 6 a.m.
Yeah. So the Steam Deck now I want to know you have an OLED screen, right, on your Steam Deck?
I believe so.
Okay. How long does your battery last?
I don't.
Before I tell you what they rate it as.
I don't know. Here's what I could tell you. I haven't used it. I haven't played it enough where I'd kill the battery.
Okay.
So I probably haven't played it for more than one setting an hour. No more than an hour.
Okay. But it chewed up quite a bit of battery in that hour, right?
Yeah. Easy.
So you're like 60% probably if you had to look at it.
60-50, something like that, yeah.
Okay. So I've run the deck full on battery, full charge to zero, right?
Okay.
Probably a little over 2 hours. Maybe if I'm pushing 3, it's because I'm playing it off a memory card or something like that, right?
Right.
It says here that an OLED can last 2 to 8 hours.
No. Yeah, see, this is the difference. if you're doing nothing on it and just you have it sitting there, then yeah, you can get 8 hours out of it. But not if you're playing a game.
Yeah,
There's no
I
way.
mean, even if
Even
you're
the
playing,
smallest games, yeah.
even if you're playing like off the memory stick, like if you're not using like internet or nothing, like, there's no way you get 8 hours
way.
of that, bro. You
No.
can't. I think we had this argument. You said you can't even get 8 hours of gameplay off your cell phone.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And so yeah. So there's that. So I thought that the jury was out on that. So price wise, right? Steam Deck can go anywhere from 550 to 650 with a terabyte, right? 650 is a terabyte. The Switch 2 starts at 449, so 450 for the console, 500 with a digital copy of Mario Kart World.
Yeah.
Might be worth it considering the games are like $90 now.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, Switch 2 is not out, right? Comes out, I think it's in June, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, something like that.
Will you get a Switch 2?
I don't think so. Not unless I hear something different. Unless I see something different, they give me some announcement that I have no idea what it is, then I'm in. But right now, no, I don't see any reason to. I mean, I have a Switch. I have a Switch Lite.
Yeah, I have that too.
I don't think I need a Switch.
You have a Steam Deck.
I have a Steam Deck. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm like, why do I need a Switch 2? What are you telling me that I need it for? Like you haven't given me the reason yet.
You know, I'm with you on that, Moose. I think that there's just so much stuff out there that is so much the same.
Yeah.
That it's the Switch for me. Now, I might tell you the day it released. Oh, this looks nice. See one in person. I'm like, I think I might have to pick one up.
Actually, you know what if they said to me, if they said, okay, here's the deal. Switch 2 is going to run all the new Switch 2 games. And you can run all the original Switch games.
Okay.
And it's backwards compatible. You can run old NES, Super NES, N64. Like if they start telling me that you can buy those games and run it on this system, that might be a reason to buy it. And what I mean by that,
but is it really though, Moose?
It is, because you'll buy it because it can. Not that you're going to play it, but you'll buy it because it can. And running those older games like that, it's very difficult. Nintendo made it difficult for whatever reason to run the old games. Like there's not many things that can do it. Even on emulators, they run into problems. They run into frame rate problems. I mean, think about doing it on the Steam Deck. Like it's difficult.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I would tell you that that's not a selling point for me.
Yeah.
Right? And here's the reason why, Moose. Here's the reason why. Because you can now you did say something like if it ran it smoothly. So that's
Right.
like a caveat. Like, you know,
Well, if they're going to do it, you know it's going to run smoothly.
of course.
Yeah.
They but I don't want to pay extra for it. Right?
Yeah, but you're not paying
that's
extra.
well, what they do is that they run it like off of a cloud. So it's all digital. Right.
Okay.
And so you do get all the retro stuff, but you're paying like, you know, they did it with the Switch. It's like Nintendo something. I forgot what it was. Some subscription.
Yeah, some kind of Switch, Nintendo Online.
And they would, you know, you would get like a free game every month or something like that. Or something.
Right.
And so, and it ran, you know, true to form, right, to what it was. Because, like to your point, Nintendo has a stranglehold of all their libraries.
Yes.
They will go after the smallest fish.
They'll go. Yeah, if you're producing Nintendo stuff without a license, they're coming after you.
You have 3 games without a license online. Hey, you're bankrupt. Nintendo will make sure you're bankrupt.
Shut you down. Yeah.
Yeah, they're petty like that, by the way. But you know, I just don't know if the Switch 2. I'm not a big Mario Kart guy, right? I'm a huge Zelda guy,
which is their biggest selling game, I think.
Ever. Right? I'm a huge Zelda guy.
Okay.
But I think that you can play. No, you can't. That's a lie. I was gonna say I think you play it on the Steam Deck, but you can't. I don't think you can play Nintendo games on the Steam Deck.
I have a couple that I've tried. The Zelda.
You can play Breath of the Wild on the Steam Deck?
No, I haven't tried Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
The old Zelda.
Okay, the old stuff.
Not the new stuff.
So and that's where Nintendo stays alive, is that the moment they let any other console have access to their software, it's done. Nintendo's dead.
So get this. All right. So give me sum it up, and then I'm going to give you something to chew on to take us home and take us out of here.
All right. So to sum it up, if you don't have a Steam Deck, get a Switch 2. Right? because price point wise, I think for 450, 500, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
If you have a Steam Deck or you want to have a massive amount of access to a library of games, then you have to go Steam Deck.
Yeah.
You can't just do Nintendo Switch. So
unless Nintendo Switch comes out with something bigger and better. Like I said, unless they give me a real reason to go, there is no comparison.
the Apex for Star Wars that you've been looking for.
Well, I tried Apex on the Steam Deck. It was okay. You know, it's just hard. It's just so small. I just can't see what I'm doing. I tried it on the phone.
That sounds like a you problem.
No. And then I tried it on the phone. I'm like, it's just so small. I can't see what's up.
Well, the mobile version is also easier too. Come on,
It's too easy. It's too
but
easy.
you were playing with like one eye and two fingers, and you were like still
I'm
coming
like,
in first.
oh, I'm a kill leader.
And I know you're good, but Apex Predator. But
hey, so get this. Hold on. You made me forget. You derailed me into forgetting what I was going to talk about.
Take us home, Moose. Take us home. Bring us home, Moose.
I completely forgot. Yeah, I'm literally
you're watching it live.
Yeah, this is what happens.
Let's rewind. Yeah, Switch 2 or Steam Deck. Oh my goodness! I guess Moose ain't taking us home tonight. We're out in the streets.
Something good. I really had something good to take us home, and now it left me.
I'm gonna just start throwing darts at the wall. Zelda, Nintendo games, retro. Yeah. Hey, Steam Deck. 6 hours battery life.
Oh well. I'll think of it next week.
As we roll out, the end credits is coming in. Yeah, there's the music. The music's coming in. Oh, I know. Cancel the music.
I know the guy. He could cancel it. I see you talk too much, and I just couldn't get it in. I just could not remember.
My bad.
It's your fault.
My bad. It's a podcast.
It's my fault. It's my fault. I don't know what I was doing. All right. This is it. We're gonna do it again next week, and if I remember something cool, I'll bring it home next week and tell you something cool about Nintendo or something like that. Because it is about Nintendo, but we're gonna do it again next week. See you later. Game God.
That's it, man.
That's it. Game over.
Man. I was just leaving.
Nerd alert.
You've been listening to Podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike. Nerds have more fun. If it's anything sci-fi, we're talking about it. We had fun, and we hope you did too. We have to split, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, hit us up at podcast4sci-fi.com. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Come to life.
Man, I forgot what I was in the